And starters for DME, Jalen, Felipe, Chris, Bailey, and Matt, same group. And DME is coached by Coach Kevin Kozan. And the jump is won by 4A Academy. And good pick and roll there, but pass is just off the mark there by Gammy for 4A, and DME now with possession. Coach, Steve, what do you think for DME they need to improve on from yesterday?
Well, I think they need to really keep their composure and finish the game out strong. Mm-hmm. You know, yesterday we did a really good job getting out in front, and we just kind of let the game get away from us right at the end. You know, and I hate saying this, Coach, because I feel like every time we're on the radio, I keep saying it. Mm-hmm. But it's so true. Basketball is a game of runs.
Yep.
And you got to be able to be disciplined and keep your composure when things aren't going your way and the other team is starting to make a little run, you know. Like I told my team this morning, you know, tough times don't last forever.
Yep.
But tough people do. So I think this will be great for us. It's a great challenge here. Hopefully DME Black here can play a lot better defense as we get a big block from Chris.
And how good has Chris been this tournament?
He has been so consistent. Once again, when we talk about Chris, it's never about his scoring capability. It's about him doing the little things. High energy player, great rebounder for this team. You know, him making shots is a cherry on top. But we got to do a better job right here.
And the worst part about that is the foul. You know, you turn it over, it happens. You know, you make mistakes. But, you know, if you're going to foul him, don't let him get the ball to the rim.
Right,
you know, and right there, that's Gammy for 4A Academy, you know, with the and one. And DME's not off to a good start today.
As he makes a three-point play.
Jalen now turns the ball over again. And this is not the start DME wanted to get off to.
It's going to be a long game, though. You know, they just got to get their composure and settle down, not let this press affect them. That's a great little screen play.
And again, same guy. Gammy gets a foul, and he gets a 3 free throws at the free throw line.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, sorry. They're going to
say it's on the floor.
And I think that's actually a bad call. But, you know, it's in DME's favor, so I'm not going to complain.
Actually, it was on the floor. He fouled him after the shot. It was displacement as Felipe was running through him.
And look at Chris. Chris steal, but it was the right idea, just didn't get it there. And very sloppy play from both teams to start. Just a little less sloppy by 4A, and they're off to an 8-0 lead to start this game. Chris all the way to the rim, and he finishes strong at the basket and makes up for his turnover on the last play.
Yes, and that's going to get him going. Hopefully that gets this team going, because right now it just seems like DME Black is just no energy right now. Mm-hmm. Yep. We're trying to find out who's gonna start this energy process for us.
And so far, it's been Chris for DME Black. And one thing also to start games, you don't want to turn the ball over. You want to get shots. You want to get shots for your go-to guys. And again, look at Chris. He's been everywhere in this tournament. Skip pass to Jalen. Jalen had a really good game yesterday. Nice pass to Matt. Matt drives it.
Matt's got to be ready to shoot that. Yep. I know that pass was a little low, but I don't like Matt driving baseline there where your teammate is already there.
Yep. And Matt is a very, very good shooter. He has not shot the ball like incredibly well this tournament, but we know what he's capable of. We've seen it.
Right.
As Chris misses, but I know I talked about this yesterday. Jalen is a very athletic point guard. Skies for the rebound, gets the shot blocked, and here comes 4A Academy. Unable to finish, and Bailey comes up with a rebound to Matt, to Jalen, three-pointer in the corner. That's pretty good transition offense for DME.
And just like that, you're right. You're still in the game. You're down 2 now. You know?
Just
and
like you said, game of runs.
Game of runs. I mean, I know these guys want to get out and play in transition, you know? Nobody likes to sit there and play in a half-court set all day long. But you got to know what's a great shot. Your shot selection has got to be good. And that was a tough 3 there by 21.
That's Eric. Eric for 4A Academy. Last game they played against the blue team, he was a key factor controlling the paint.
Yes, he was.
He's not the biggest guy, but he blocks shots, he rebounds, he plays good defense, protects the rim. As DME, another turnover. This time it was Bailey.
Next possession, I would love to see for Coach Kevin call a play for Bailey. I think he's the only one really that hasn't had a touch.
Yep.
Within the flow of the offense right now. Even though he turned the ball over there, we're really in the flow.
Yep, agreed. This is Quest now with the ball.
Felipe's out too high.
And a little tip pass. Ball goes inside. Again, very sloppy. Could be 3 seconds in the paint.
Great
and it's
call.
called. It's called. Good call there by the ref.
Great call by you.
Yeah, true, true. Neither team's with any substitutions yet, and we know for 4A Academy what Trayvon Casson is capable of. Who's still on the bench for DME, or sorry, for 4A, number 10. He had 37 points last time he played against a DME team.
Oh, that guy's an instant offense.
Yep.
He locks in, and once he gets going, I mean, it's unbelievable. I like watching his game.
Nice move there, but good steal by Jalen, and out ahead is Bailey. And good footwork, just unable to finish it. And here comes Robert for 4A with his first bucket in transition. Coach Kevin calling some offense here. Here comes Jalen. Off the pick and roll. He looks to attack. Gets it to Felipe. Up to Chris for the wide open shot. And Chris Warner came to play today.
Huge. That is a big time shot for us.
And he has not shot the ball incredibly well from the perimeter, but he's had a great tournament. And that's Quest with his second 3 for 4A. Bailey to Jalen. Plays pick and pop. Floater up, no good. The 2 guys for DME that have been their main scorers have not scored yet in Jalen or Bailey. Sorry, Jalen has 1-3. But this guy has 3 of them.
Oh, my goodness.
Quest, 3 threes, and the score is 19-9. Coach Kevin calls timeout. Not been pretty so far, Coach.
It's the first 6 minutes of the game. You know, right now these guys have got the little jitters in them. I like the timeout that's called here, trying to settle his guys down so that they can understand how to play the game and play it the right way. I think one of the biggest things is you got Felipe out here challenging shots, running out here. When I'm baffled at where the other guards are.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want Felipe out here trying to challenge these shots. I need some guards that's going to find these guys. They shouldn't be wide open, you know. But I'm sure they're going to make some adjustments here.
And in comes Scotty Dishman, who's making his season debut in this tournament, and he's done a good job. He hasn't played a whole lot of minutes coming off the injury, but he's done a good job. He's a very high IQ player, and right on cue, he comes in and gets a big assist to Jalen.
And that's what you need from a guy like him. He's going to settle your team down. He's going to make sure he makes the right decisions. He drove baseline hard and got a hammer play on the opposite end for Jalen for a wide open three.
And look at the flush by the big fella. That's Sammy, his first bucket, but he skied for that finish.
Hey, I like that. He's big and athletic, man. He went straight to the rim hard. He had a nice little bounce in the step.
Quest to the basket. He's out of bounds. It's DME ball, and we got some subs here for 4A. They're bringing in a whole new group.
Yep.
And DME brings in my guy. You know he's my guy, Coach. Ali, the corner specialist.
That's him.
He's the corner specialist. He's made a living in those corners. Very good shooter. Here's Bailey. Goes right by Casson.
And see, that's the thing right now. Bailey's got to learn how to slow down. You know, I love his energy. I love the fact that he plays so hard and goes hard and fast. But he's also got to realize that, hey, there's a time and place that I have to be under control. I got to play with some poise and patience.
Definitely. And here's Casson. You know he's going to be aggressive. Little bounce pass. Good offense there by 4A. They get an open three-pointer and knock it down. And that was DJ right off the bench with a three-pointer. And 4A's feeling really confident right now.
You know what? This kind of looks like the game from yesterday with Blue.
Yep.
You know, Combine came out, made some shots. Hey, this is a shooter's gym.
Yep.
And right now these guys are making shots. But sit down. Oh, you want a shout out? I did enough of that last game.
(24-12), 4A off to the early lead. Jalen now looks to run a little horn set. Flare screen, and Jalen's three-pointer's no good. He's 2 for 4 on the game so far.
This guy is fast.
Oh, yeah, and they're talented. This 4A Academy team, they're smaller. They don't have a whole lot of size, but they're talented. They have good guard play, and they can really shoot the ball, led by Trayvon Casson, number 10. Dish off to Felipe, just off the mark, and another turnover for DME.
And that's not what we need to be doing. We've got to do a better job at slowing down because this game is playing in the hands of 4A right now.
Yep.
We got to play solid on defense here in the half-court set.
And you don't want – that's not a good sign. First shot for Casson goes in, and DME now sees himself with a 15-point deficit.
But and they're going to make some shots, though, Coach. But we can't do this here, you know, and trying to play hero ball, try to go one-on-one a lot. I like this. Your guy is bringing everybody in, trying to huddle, trying to settle them down, because this can easily get away.
Definitely. And Casson looks very aggressive right there, gets a steal on Jalen, and very aggressive to the basket. Again, he had 37 points in the last time he was in this building playing a DME team. So he's very capable. And in comes Kareem. Kareem missed yesterday's game, and I think they really missed him.
What happened?
He was sick. He was sick. Okay. And today he's back. He's feeling a little better. But he's very important to their team.
Yeah.
He's kind of just a calm, brings some poise to this team and also some shooting. So I'm excited that they have him back today, and I think he's really going to give them a boost.
So we go with 4 shooters on the floor right now. They kind of space them out, knowing that 4A was going to go into the zone here. I loved it.
Nice play.
Great job. They did not settle for a jump shot. They got the ball inside, and now we're going to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Beautiful play, and Q right off the bench.
Great assist.
Smaller guard, but he makes a lot of good plays, and right there, beautiful play for Ali. And Ali, and for DME, there's only been 3 players who scored. Chris, Jalen, and Ali. They need some boost off the bench, and I think right there that's a great play from Q and Ali.
Well, I'm going to say they need some stops so that their stops can turn into easy baskets.
Definitely. And right there they got one. Bailey to Kareem. That's my guy, Kareem. Not able to connect, although I think it's a great shot for DME. And that's a tough break for DME because I thought it could have been a no call. There wasn't a whole lot of contact. And DME had already had the ball and a steal, so that's a tough break for DME.
I mean, if anything, then he should call flopping.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. So I really don't get it. That run there that's a momentum killer.
Yep, definitely. Now, I think Caston's a good player. He makes a nice drive there for 4A Academy. Last year, 4A had one really talented scorer in Robert Perry, who I think, probably better than anybody they have on their team now, is playing really well for Stetson. But definitely keep an eye on Caston. He's probably their best scorer for 4A. Right now, he made that one, right?
No, he missed that one.
He missed it. Okay, so he's got 5 now. He's got 5 points. But again, like you said, for DME, they need to get stops, and they need to stop turning the ball over on the offensive end.
Yeah, we call those self-inflicting turnovers. It's not really that the defense is causing it. It's just we're just not being patient and getting what we want. Not a fan of that shot there.
Yep.
From Bailey. Would like to see him move a little bit without the ball.
And there's an air ball there for Casson. And Matt Larson comes back into the game.
Along with Chris.
Chris, again, I can't talk enough about Chris, how well he's played in this tournament with energy. And right now this DME team is desperately needing that.
Didn't realize number 13, your boy, was so big.
And bad defense there for Casson. And Bailey makes him pay. And that's exactly what you are excited about if you're Coach Kevin here, with his best scorer finding an easy basket at the rim.
Exactly. Not selling for jump shots. You want to sit there and try and attack. Put the pressure back on 4A because they didn't have enough team fouls. You want to get in there, make the officials try to call something while you finishing the play around the rim. And he's a great finisher, And 9 times out of 10, he's going to get a hit going to the rim. They got a guy on the backside. I knew that was going to happen, Coach. But he missed it.
No good, and look who comes up with the rebound. It's Chris. Lob passes. Finished by Bailey. And again, Bailey, 2 quick baskets at the rim, and now he's feeling good. You see the ball go in. Now that next 3 may feel a little bit better coming off his hand.
Exactly.
Pick and roll here for Robert. Backdoor cut, and good hustle there by Q. It'll probably be a jump ball.
And it goes to us.
And it's DME's basketball.
And you know what? And I'm proud of Coach Kevin right there not calling the timeout. Mm-hmm. You don't want to lose that timeout.
Yeah, those timeouts will come in handy,
but
especially late.
Yes, especially late. But he knew that, hey, the next possession arrow was ours. Trust your teammates. Trust the guys that's on the floor. Look at Q attacking the rim. What a life for him to finish with that left hand.
Yep, exactly. Believe in your left hand. This is Robert here for 4A Academy. Now Norman plays pick and roll. Comes off it. 3-pointers, no good. Matt Larson with the rebound, and here comes Bailey. Uh-oh. Showtime! And that gets this DME crowd excited.
Yes, it does.
And 3 straight possessions, or 3 straight buckets for Bailey at the rim. I couldn't see what the call was there, Coach.
Well, he got a foul on the attempt, the block shot. on our board, number 10 here for 4A. And I kind of like the idea and dislike the idea of the crowd really talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, part of it is I'm afraid. I've seen what this guy can do.
Yeah.
Once he gets, pretty upset, he can turn it on. And I don't want our crowd to get him going.
Yeah, exactly. For me as a player and now that I'm a coach, I was never really into talking crap, and I let the play speak for itself, and I tell my players, just worry about basketball. Don't worry about talking to these guys. Don't get caught up in all that stuff, and it gets your mind off the game, which is really what matters.
Some of these guys feed off of it, though, man, and they play really well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he's one of them. You start talking trash to him, and he's going to start making better plays.
Oh. Good hustle by Matt to get back, but it's not quick enough, and Sammy with his second flush of the game. And another turnover. And it's Casson again.
Timeout. We need a timeout.
He's got 9 now. And that could be a second foul. That I believe it is his second foul on number 10.
Okay, then you know what I'm doing now?
Going right at him.
Going right at him. Put him on the block. That's what I would do.
Bailey with the long 2, no good. And Jalen, man, this guy really has springs. Felipe is fouled going up on the second attempt. And he will go to the line to shoot free throws. They need to use Felipe more. He needs to touch the ball outside of offensive rebounds that he's getting.
That is so true. But you want to put him in a position also to be successful. Mm-hmm. You don't want him. See, Felipe doesn't have a whole lot of post moves. So what we need to do, he needs to be facing up more.
Yeah.
Not so much playing with his back to the basket, but he needs to be more of a face-up guy so that he can find others and also take those little small jump shots, those little 6-footer jump shots.
Yeah, he's got a nice stroke.
Yes, he does.
And as he splits the pair there. I'd like to see them use him and have him also be aggressive.
Well, not so much with putting the ball on the floor, but put him in position where he can.
Exactly.
Like, okay, he just made a couple of free throws. Okay, let's put Felipe at the free throw line now and kind of run the offense around him so that he can get touches there, and either he can drive or he can, settle for the jump shots.
Nice play there for DME.
Great screen.
Bailey drives it, and beautiful play for Bailey. He's really starting to feel confident.
Give the assist to Felipe, though.
Yep.
You know why? He did the same thing that Peter did last night. He sat there and screened his defender so that Bailey can continue to attack the rim.
And that's a bank shot right there for Sammy. He's now got 7. Bailey being pressured here, finds Jalen. Back to Kareem.
Kareem, top of the key. I like that shot.
No good. And Chris skies for the rebound and scores it. And DME is excited. Chris now with 8 points. Playing great.
Chris just took that ball out of Sammy's hands. That just shows you the strength that these guys are doing, putting in the weight room. As Sammy goes hard to the basket and gets fouled. I think that was Sammy.
I'm not sure who
He's
the
walking
foul
like
was on.
he,
It looks
like
like they called it. I can't tell who they called it on. Oh, it looks like it was on Bailey. Foul was on Bailey. 11-point deficit here for DME, but I see a little life. See a little life from them, and I think they're starting to come alive. Q checks back into the game for Bailey. I think Bailey may have 2 fouls. Coach Kevin not going to risk it, and Sammy splits the pair there. He's got 8 points now.
See, this is what I don't like from us right now. The guy that's going to kill us the most from 4A is still on the floor.
Yep.
You got to go at him. you got to put him in a situation where he's got to pick up the next foul.
Yep, be aggressive. Right here, Kareem.
Kareem got called for a moving screen.
And that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts right there. And Ali's going to come and get him. He's going to come check in for Felipe. And Felipe, I can't say it enough how valuable he is to this team. Yesterday he had double-digit rebounds. He protects the rim. He's always there and help side. Has the biggest body on this team.
Mm-hmm.
He's very valuable. They don't want to see him in foul trouble.
Travel.
I didn't see that. Was it a travel?
Yes,
you
sir.
thought it was a travel? I didn't see it from my angle. But the refs have been on the travels today.
Hey, we need all the calls we can get, too.
Oh, yeah. I ain't going to complain about it. Same play for DME. Jalen doesn't settle, gets into the paint. Misses the first one, rebounds it, and they find Ali.
Here's your boy.
And it bounces around the rim. Good hustle there by Chris, no good.
Yep. I like that. Good offensive set there.
Quest,
played under control.
He's already made 3 threes. And that was Sammy who finished it?
Yes, it was. Nice putback dunk by Sammy.
Q now to Jalen. Ali with the screen. Jalen, nice spin move. Ball fake. This 4A Academy team is hounding them on defense, and Ali in his favorite spot. No good. That is Robert with the rebound. Nearly a turnover. Instead, it's a foul on DME. And 4A going with this 5-in, 5-out. And as a coach, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Why not?
I do it sometimes. And the main reason I'm going to do it is when my team's playing bad. And I'm like, I got to get all 5 guys out to prove a point. And that's mainly why I'm going to do it. But I think this 4A team is playing pretty well.
But it also sits there and sets the tone for those other guys that, hey, look, this is what we're going to do. I challenge you to keep that energy up. And some teams feed off of that, man. That's a great tape by Jalen.
Yep.
But I get you. It kind of gets you out the flow of things every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a great tool for the coach to send a message for the team.
Exactly. And when someone's got a rhythm, I'm not going to take them out of the game. That's just the way I.
Yep.
Everybody's different. Everybody's got different styles. As Bailey checks back in, I believe he's got 2 fouls for DME. Scores 41-28. 4A has really caught fire here early in this game, and Jalen is helping DME counter back to that. And nice steal by Q, and he will finish with his acrobatic finish, and that's a turnover. 2 back-to-back turnovers from 4A Academy. Q has came into this game and made some huge plays early. It started off with a great assist to Ali for an and 1. In second, it was that great steal and finish. And now DME will have back-to-back possessions here off of 4A Academy's turnovers. And that's a 4-0 run there from Q's hustle. And this press is starting to work for DME.
Energy and effort, Put your guys in a position where they can kind of gamble a little bit and play with a more sense of urgency on defense.
And here's Robert being guarded by Q.
Good
no
call.
Nice finish there for Robert for 4A Academy.
I like that right up to the point that he allowed him to drive middle,
Yep.
And that's one thing, once again, we keep talking about not allowing them to drive middle. That's what we want to do.
And that's okay, they had an injured player, but they fouled Bailey there. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Hey, should have thought about that one.
Yeah, that's not a great foul there.
Hey, one of the best things for cramping over there is pickle juice.
Yeah. Pickle juice and mustard, right?
Yes, yes. I always put mustard on my sandwiches, just in case.
Yeah, and you're going to see some cramping. This is the third day of the tournament.
Yep.
It's been a lot of minutes, a lot of games being played, and this pressure has picked up, and 4A Academy does not like it.
Nope. But here's the thing, we're also pressuring in the right places. You had him right here on the sideline, 2 feet away from half court, and you were able to get a turnover there. Now
to Jalen.
I don't like that.
Three-pointer.
But he
Bucket.
knocks it down. That's huge.
He's got 11 now for DME. He's catching fire. That's his second three-pointer of the day.
4A quickly brings their 2 guys back to the bench. They didn't like that.
Yep, he ain't going 5 in, 5 out anymore.
Nah. Crowd is into it.
Deep three-pointer, just short. Matt Larson with the rebound, and here comes DME. Nice spin move there by Matt. Euro step, but he loses the handle. And he's a guy for DME who's been quiet today. He needs to get going. He can really light it up for DME.
Yes, he can. And I would like for, look, his defense, he's still hounding. I like that.
Yep. And that's Quest. He drives it, and they call a block. That's two big plays that could have gone either way on Q's charge attempts. And right there, that's Quest. That was his 4th field goal, first inside the three-point line.
I would love to find out why these 2 charges or attempted charges were not called charges if I'm Coach Kevin.
Exactly. Misses the free throw, though, and this is Scotty now. To Jalen. To Bailey. Nice cut by Jalen. And they call a block.
What? They
That's
called a
3.
foul.
That's
and
3.
3 on them.
It's I believe it's 3. I could be wrong. But it's at least 2. And it's a 7-point game. You know, like you said, it's a game of runs, and early it was 4A, but here comes DME making their own run.
Yep.
And Jalen has really picked it up and has been solid all game today.
He's got 3. He's going to stay in the game. I'm finding him, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
I'll send you to halftime with 4.
Especially if he's guarding a guy like Bailey who can really be physical and go at him.
So he's going to take himself out of the – I like the idea of taking himself out of the picture and make it play a 4-on-4. Trying to say my 4 is better than your 4.
And that's Carlos with his first bucket for 4A Academy from distance. And he is guarding Bailey.
He is.
They switched it. They switched it.
And he's going to switch everything. He's going to try to stay away from all the action.
A lot of dribbling here. Got to get some movement.
Travel,
yeah. These DME turnovers is really starting to haunt them as Caston checks back out of the game with those fouls.
I'm Coach Kevin. I'm not too happy and I'm not too upset, with he missed a shot there when DME gets the rebound. And the reason why is because you're still in the ball game. You were down early in the game, and now you have fought back several times and got it to 6, I believe, was our closest, correct? And now we got our best free throw shooter at the line again for 2 shots, and you got a chance to cut the lead down to 6 again with 2 minutes to play. Hopefully I didn't jinx him on that one. It should have been 1-1. So now they call the jump ball. Possession arrow did not change.
Very interesting, play that just happened. Nice block by Matt. And here comes DME. Jalen with the ball. He finds Matt. Still unable to get it to go for Matt.
Which is okay. It's okay. That was a great look, Matt. Just.
And a good find by Jalen.
Yes. Sharing the ball, trusting, hey, I believe your shot's going to fall. He could have easily said, no, I don't trust you anymore, and you never want that from your teammates.
Yep.
Good no middle drive by Jalen.
Quest to Gammy. Gammy's three-pointer. Man, he has really hurt this DME team early in this game. Bailey to Ali. That's his spot. I'm telling you, Coach, that is his spot. My man Ali is good over there in that corner.
I think that's going to start something really special with this guy. He's going to start turning it up.
Quest being guarded by Bailey to Carlos. Quick trigger on the triple.
Oh, you got to get that.
Got to box out. Got to box out. Those offensive rebounds will hurt you. And no call there. I thought it might have gotten bumped. Ali's pass is deflected. Turned over. And they find their guy, Quest. And no box out by Matt. He needs to box out.
Well, that kind of started out with your two best players leaking out before we really got the ball. You can't put your teammates in that type of situation where you're dependent on them to rebound, to bring the ball up the floor just because you want to get out and get an easy layup.
And for Jalen especially as the point guard of the team and leader of the team, don't leave Ali. He's a forward.
Yep.
And although I think Ali's capable, right there he turned it over.
Just don't put him in that situation.
Exactly.
Right. Lane violation.
Well, it's 19 seconds left in the half. DME should hold for one shot. I like them to hold for one shot. Don't give Fourier Academy a chance. In worst case scenario, you go into halftime 52-43. Right there, Coach Kevin calls timeout. He's going to draw up a sideline out of bounds play. If you're Kevin here, Coach, who are you going to? What are you looking for on this last second play here at the half?
I'm going to take my chance. I would sit here and run a play that's going to be a decoy for Jalen to try to attack and get to the rim, but I want to find Ali back in that corner again. I want to try to give him something to go into halftime on even a higher note. They kind of cut that lead to 6. Not that I don't trust anybody else, but that's what I would do. He just made a 3 over there in the corner. And so, and that's his spot, right?
That is
you
his
keep
spot.
telling me
I'm telling you that's his spot.
That's what I would do. A little misdirection stuff, and then with him spotted back up over in the corner, have the decoy of Jalen driving, penetrating, and finding Ali over there for a great pass, for a great finish.
I like it. I like it. And here they go. 13 seconds left in the half. Matt Larson to inbound. He will inbound to Kareem. They are in the bonus. Jalen, triple. No good. I thought it was a little early, Coach. There's a lot of time left. 3, 2. And that one was early. 0.8 left. DME is in the bonus. I would like them getting to the basket there.
Just hold it.
Yep. Jalen, smart play there to hold it. And we will go into the halftime score is 52-43 in Fourier Academy's favor. And we will take a short break. And we are back. The score is 52-43, 4A Academy with the lead. First half was led by 4A, and it was a team effort. Quest with 11, Sammy with 10, Trayvon Casson with 9, also with 3 fouls. And DME was led by Bailey and Jalen, their 2 scorers, both with 13. Jalen now with the ball to Chris, inside to the big fella and Felipe, and he's fouled. What do you think about that first possession so far, Coach?
I like that. Once again, you want to get the ball inside, see what we can get him a good touch, make him feel good, get everybody going, and in that situation, we got a foul. I like that. So now you put the owner back on the – look at that hustle by him. Almost came back up with it for an offensive rebound.
And here comes Quest. He's their shooter. He's already hit 3 threes. And there's Casson being guarded by Chris. He draws the contact and scores the ball. He's now got 11.
I got to find him right now. Who's guarding this guy? Somebody's open. Had 2 people guard.
Jalen to Bailey. Open for 3. No good. Again, a lot of deep NBA threes that I don't know if they're really that necessary.
I want to see him attacking the basket, man. I want to see him get into the rim. If number 10 is guarding Bailey, put Bailey on the block. Let's battle it out.
Yeah.
He has 3 fouls. You're not going to sit here and tell me that he's going to end up playing the rest of the 18 minutes. He better not.
Definitely. Bailey to Jalen
for 3.
Trey ball no good. Felipe offensive rebound. And he's fouled. That's two quick fouls there on number 13, Sammy. And it's great hustle there by Felipe.
That's
Bad
a great
defense.
look. That's
Bad
a great
defense.
look. Too strong, though. He's got to relax.
Yep. Casson now in the corner. Goes by Felipe, drives it, and scores. That's 2 back-to-back buckets for Casson. Ball to Bailey. Tipped out of bounds, and it's still DME ball. DME needs a bucket here. 4-0 run to start this second half from Casson. DME desperately needs a basket to settle into this game, into the second half. And right there, their man, Jalen, with a big basket.
Great take by him. Great finish even.
And one thing I noticed about Jalen is he's maybe the best at DME at shooting with his offhand. He's very, very confident with his left hand, and he finishes well with it. And right there, that's Robert with a 3-pointer for 4A Academy.
I don't like this. Good touch.
Felipe unable to finish. Offensive rebound to 4A Academy, but it goes out of bounds. DME ball.
Not a fan of having Chris and Felipe playing a 2-man game on that side of the floor. Reason being is you want spacing. You want your guards to be able to help out on that so that their man can drop down on Felipe and Felipe can kick it out, play inside out. When you have 2 bigs like that, that big is not going to drop in, and they're going to have they're going to really force Felipe to play one-on-one, and that's not his game.
Yeah. And Caston was fouled there by Matt. And in comes Kareem. Kareem comes in early for Matt. Matt has struggled a little bit, although he got some good looks, wasn't able to knock him down. And here comes, Coach, I think I said this yesterday. I hate when DME gets beat on that play. It's the first out-of-bounds play you learn as a basketball player.
You're exactly right. It's the screen to screener. That guy's coming to the strong side. You got to talk.
Screen the inbounder, and right there, Casson He's got 7 points already. Bang, bang, bang in this second half early. And DME, you know, part of it was, you know, in transition. He got out in transition. Right there, baseline out of bounds, executing the play. And Coach Kevin calls a much-needed timeout.
I want to come down here, and I wouldn't mind playing a little high-low with Chris and Felipe, with my guards kind of, you know, a little zone offense. I know they're not running zone defense on them, but you can still run your zone offense against their man stuff. Or just put them in that situation so that Chris he can start seeing the ball go through the hoop, or even attacking from right there at the free throw line. And then defensively, you know what, I probably would switch it up and play a little zone on them.
Yeah,
Show them something different.
I agree. That's something they haven't gone to yet, and I expect them to at some point. Felipe on the perimeter. Nice move, and he is fouled. And if that's Casson, that's going to be his fourth. They called it on 13.
Yeah.
They called it on 13.
He could have easily got a tag for trying to show up the officials there. Nice.
Good
Great play.
execution. Great execution there from DME. This is Quest now, dancing a little bit with the ball. Kicks it back out to Robert. Rob goes to the basket. Nice pass there to the corner. Air ball, but Sammy's there. And that's a late call. That's a late call. You know, and I'm not a big fan of late calls, whether it's the right call or not.
Yeah, you're right about that. You got to let that one play. You, as an official, you just say, hey, I missed that one, you know, because that didn't really impede the flow of the game.
And here's Sammy. Sammy's had a very good game so far, 12 points in the first half. That's his first point in the second half now.
DME's got to do something different on defense. Got to figure out a way how to create offense from their defense.
Yep.
You know, because we're that's a drive. That's a drive, Chris. That's a left-handed drive.
Skip pass stolen. Bounce pass and finish. And that's Eric for 4A. Knocking down a big layup in transition, and Kareem unable to score on the other end, but look who gets the rebound. That's Chris. Good hustle play. And that shot is blocked by Sammy. Fourier Academy really feeling confident.
Yeah, they are. They're playing with a lot of mojo right now. That's a
beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
They got to get out of this man. If you're going to stay in man, then you better switch your defense up where, I hate to say it, Coach, you're going to have to play a little gimmicky defense. What I mean by that is either you're going to have to play a boxing one or you're going to have to play a triangle one too. Because right now, the guard play from 4A is killing you.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
You know?
And there's a lot of ways to change up even if you stay in man. You can trap. You can trap ball screens. You can, you know, there's a lot of different things you can do.
Well, I don't like it with this group because that means now you're trapping with Felipe.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, don't want to put him in a situation where he's not going to help you, you know, and get a little ticky-tack foul. Like, I'm going to put the onus back on my guards and say, hey, look, we're going to win or lose because of your style of play.
Yeah, and I think they just showed a 2-3 there. It was a quick shot, so it was hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure DME just showed a 2-3.
And not only that your guards got to do a better job at rebounding. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be Chris and the Felipe show on trying to get rebounds.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. DME now finds themselves down 21 points. It has been Fourier Academy all half.
Another NBA three.
Quick shot. That's if you're DME, you don't want quick shots. You don't need quick shots. And that's Casson again. He's now got 18 points. He's the leading scorer in the game. Ali to Q. Nice mid-range jumper. That's a good basket and good play there by Ali and Q.
Great timeout right there. Kind of stopped the bleeding.
And with 14 minutes and 45 seconds, DME finds themselves down 70-49. Coach Kevin trying to rally the troops here. Coach West also getting a little word in here in the huddle.
I'm going to tell you what, man. You probably wouldn't like me doing this, but I'm going to the bench. I'm going to go with, I need some energy. Who am I going to get energy from? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to get energy from Harry.
Definitely.
I'm going to put Harry on your board number 10 and just harass him. Don't let him touch the ball, Harry. You got one job. Just harass. Make them, because now I'm going to say, I think my other 4 guys are better than your 4 guys.
Yeah.
You know.
Take him out of the game.
Take him out of the game. If it's not him, then, you know, well, they made a substitution, but it definitely would have been number 11. 10 and 11, something. You got to change this tempo here.
Yeah, you got to change up your defense. And right here, Coach Kevin, he goes to 2-2-1, which leaves Gammy open, and it's a quick shot.
That's what you want.
You know, and it wasn't like it was great defense, but it was a quick shot, and it turns into easy offense for DME.
Long shots equal long rebounds.
That time 4A breaks it pretty easily. But look, back-to-back turnovers. They have not done well with any type of pressure.
Oh, finish.
Inside to the big fella in Felipe. That's his first field goal of the game. And here comes DME, 4 straight points.
It's a lot of time left. They don't need to drop their heads and get discouraged. The tip, I like the tip underneath.
Ball inside, blocked out of bounds by Felipe. And out of bounds, 4A Academy ball. Casson checks back into the game.
Timeout.
Oh,
Coach.
sorry. Timeout. And right there, they won that timeout. They won, 4-0 run for DME.
And it comes down to really micromanaging the time because, once again, we don't have media timeouts. You're not playing by quarters. So you want to look at it and say, hey, can we win the 5-minute marks? What are we doing to break this down and say that, hey, these are the steps that we're improving in. Here's some things that we might need to switch up to win this next 5 minutes. And it just really helps you to, as a head coach, it really helps you just manage the game so much better because this here can just get away from you because there's no really stoppage of play. And like for you guys play on the quarter system, so you got a chance to say, hey, all I got to do is just get to these next 2 minutes and then we're done. I can make another substitution here. We can talk about it. I got a minute and a half sometimes to talk about what I can do before the ball's back in play.
Yep. Ball goes back outside to Carlos here. Carlos has 3.
Yep. There's 7 on the shot clock.
Step back, long 2, air ball. And 4A Academy looks stagnant. They haven't looked as confident. They haven't flowed as well on offense in the last couple possessions. And it started after that timeout from Coach Kevin.
And just knowing their personnel, they're going to take quick shots.
Yeah, of course.
So if you can help put them in that situation where they can really jack it up quickly, you just got to be ready to rebound and be ready to attack.
Here's Q.
I don't like this standing around.
Q is double teamed, passes it to Jalen. Jalen back to Q. Wide open three-pointer. Oh, my gosh, rattles in and out. But there's Chris for the rebound. Chris now in double figures with 10. He's played a great game.
He is like the Energizer Bunny. This guy
and right there, deflects that layup. And another stop for DME. It's only a 15-point game. Q to Scotty to Q.
They got a little bit too deep there, both of them, Chris and Scotty.
And neither of them are finishers on the break. Both of them are facilitators. Your finishers are Bailey, Chris, Jalen. Those are some of your finishers. Those two guys are facilitators.
And this is what I'm talking about. So now if I got Scotty in here, I want to face guard your boy number 10. I don't want him touching the ball. You should have done that also with number 11.
Because a little miscommunication there. I'm not sure why 11 was open.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You don't want to give these guys that look.
Yep.
Because they are instant offense, and they are making this team play very well when they're on the floor.
Here's Jalen. Uses the Chris screen, gets into the paint, finds Ali, and Ali can shoot the ball not just from the corners, from all over the floor. That's his second triple of the game. He now has 9 points.
I like that, Coach. That was nothing but string music. Oh, yeah. Nothing but nylon.
Nice spin move there, and that's his third flush of the game by Sammy. He's got 17 points, and he's had a really good game today. And that was a much-needed bucket for 4A as DME was on an 8-0 run.
Heat check.
No good.
He was kind of contested there, and that was bad.
Yeah, not a great foul there. In comes reinforcements for DME, Felipe and Bailey. Robert now being guarded by Q.
They're taking way too much to run their offense. You're allowing them way too much time and pressure, not putting any pressure on them.
Yep.
And this is not who you want to put in the ball screen action. Nope.
Sammy, you don't want to foul him on that one. He just threw the ball under the basket. We kind of bailed him out on it, but not a great free throw shooter.
No. But it starts with not having that defensive pressure, man. You can't allow them to have great looks, run their offense, take time off the clock, because you're going to be in a situation where that time is not going to be your friend.
Yep. 19 now for Sammy. He leads all scorers in this game. Jalen to Bailey. Acrobatic left-handed finish for Bailey. He hasn't scored in a while. That was a nice bucket for him.
I like that. Attack the rim. Keep attacking. Get your feet wet in the middle of the paint.
Robert now goes inside to Sammy. Charge.
Hey, how about that?
Beautiful play from Jalen. Beautiful play. I'm not a big fan of Jalen's a guard and Sammy's a big. Jalen should not be playing behind him. He shouldn't let him catch it, but when he did, he took a charge.
Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good.
Jalen looks hurt. Looks like he's grabbing his ankle there. Came down on it wrong off the rebound.
That's tough to see.
Yeah, you don't like to see injuries.
Especially, last game of the night. Tournament's been going so well. You don't want to see anybody go down.
And he's up. He's up. Let's see if he puts any pressure on it. He's not going to. He's going to hop off the floor. And Jalen is a really, really good player and has been very impressive in the beginning of this season. And today he's got 17 points. He's the leader of this team. Definitely a huge loss for DME for Jalen coming out of the game.
Bailey's got to do more now.
Yep. Now someone else needs to step up.
Someone else needs to step up as well.
Still in that 2-2-1 pressure. Robert breaks it pretty easily. Nice dump off to Sammy. Man, he has made a living at the basket. He's got 21 points. And Scotty's pass is deflected.
DME is still in this with 10 minutes left to play.
Bailey now on the wing. To Matt. To Q. Scotty from 3. Short. He hustles. Gets his rebound. Bailey chucks up a 3, and that one's short. Not a lot of penetration in that possession. A lot of passing, but it was all around the perimeter. You got to penetrate the defense and then kick out for good 3s. Casson, 3-pointer, bang. 21 points for Casson, most of which coming in the second half. This is Quest in the corner. His 3-pointer is no good, but Sammy's right there for the rebound. And in comes some size for DME. Coach, what do you think? Right now in the last couple minutes, it looks like we kind of lost our fight.
I need a timeout. I need a timeout. We need to regroup. I'm sure Coach Kevin's over there trying to figure out who he can trust on the floor right now, who he can run his offense through. Right now, 4A is in our heads. Yep. And you're trying to figure out what can I run, what can I do? Is there anything I can do to help these guys out as a coach? Because he's such a competitor. I can't get out there and put on a uniform and play. But I got to figure out a way, as Chris gets another offensive rebound, got to figure out another way how we can get easy buckets and help this team out.
Nice play there by
Robert.
That
was nice.
Being under control, on balance, and he finishes.
Yeah, we need a timeout.
That was a silly turnover there on DME. And 8 minutes to go. 4A Academy completely in control in this game. And Robert is fouled. And this game is starting to get a little out of hand, Coach.
Yep. And I don't like that right there, where you got to sit there and you got to say, hey, I'm going to play defense. I got to lock in. I got to get in the stance. I got to move my feet. He just beat me on the drive last time because I try to gamble from behind and tip it. You're not getting the ball away from him like that. You got to sit here and move and play good defense and not just give up on the play.
Yep. And now 4A comes out into some pressure. And this is Q.
This is like sharks in the water right here.
And we got a jump ball.
And the ball goes to who?
4A Academy.
4A Academy.
We're in 2-3 here. And Caston chucks up a quick one.
Yep.
Which is really what you want. Bailey all the way to the rim, and his shot is blocked by Sammy. Sammy has been the MVP of this game for 4A.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, he has. He's everywhere. With just alone, his ability, his length is just causing so much problems for us right now.
Yeah, this is a well-rounded 4A Academy team. They have good size inside, good players inside led by Sammy, and then good guard play outside and shooting. So this is a really good team. I think DME is much better than the score will tell you. I don't think they've played really that well today, and also with Jalen going out ever since that happened, 4A went on a big run.
It's kind of like the air just went out the room.
Yeah.
You know, we're kind of deflating right now. But here's the thing, though, Coach. You still have 7.5 minutes to play.
Oh, yeah, there's so much time. And in post-grad basketball, you know, no lead really matters.
Right. We had the lead yesterday. We were up 20. And, you know, I hate to, you know, not to say that talking bad about us or anything. We end up losing that game. It can happen now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's the will to fight. And sometimes I think we kind of, these young guys forget that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to really just lock in and, hey, I'm not gonna lose this game. What can I do? I got to do something extra, you know, and that's what we're asking from them from right now.
Definitely. And Chris will check out of the game. In comes Matt Larson.
Their body language is bad right now, Coach.
Yep. I'd like to see Harry check into this game and you know, bring some energy and rebounding. Matt, shot fake. Felipe to Scotty.
Okay, so I like this. I like this. We just need to figure out what we're trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Great ball movement, moving around without the ball.
Quest three-pointer, no good. Casson, offensive rebound, dishes it to Sammy.
Good deflection there
And
by
he
Q.
deflects it.
And steal. Now you got to run, guys.
Q, Felipe,
Bang, bang.
Scotty, shot fake, skip. Matt Larson, one dribble pull-up. Good shot. It's a good shot, just doesn't fall.
Yep.
And I like that from Matt, not just settling for the three-pointer. And that one is a killer with Eric. Knocks down his first three-pointer of the game.
He's got 3 guys on him.
And 4A with the 5 in, 5 out. And the score is 88-62. DME really looks deflated. Three-pointer from 4A is no good.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, 4A is going to keep you in the game because of stuff like that. They're going to take quick shots, quick deep threes. You just got to be able to hang in there.
And that's a nice play there by Bailey, being aggressive, getting to the rim. You know, I know they shoot a lot of threes. They have good shooters on their team, but, you know, the team with the most layups usually wins.
Yep.
Points in the paint. And 4A is really moving this ball around. Euro step, another three-pointer. That time,
they took a lot of time off the clock.
From DJ.
Yep. But, hey, you got to push. That's a great high ball screen. Great take.
No foul, really.
We got the pogo. Good job. Good job, Felipe.
And Felipe's done a really good job in the second half. Right there, rebounding the basketball, being active, and keeping the ball high.
Got to.
DJ with the floater. That one's good. This leads at 24. Bailey now with the ball. Not great spacing from DME.
No, not at all.
Scotty
Foul.
with the floater, and he's fouled.
Great job, Scotty.
He'll go to the free throw line. That's a nice play from Scotty.
That gives your guys a breather. Get a chance to get a sub in. Sub or two.
Harry and Ali are going to check into the game. They will get Q and Felipe. Scotty's free throw's good. I believe that's his first point of the game. Make that 2. He's got a nice shooting stroke.
You got to run and jump here. You got to run and jump here. You can't let them dribble around and try to run something because you still got a chance for 4.5 minutes. to keep continuing to chop away at the lead.
Offensive rebounds are not going to help. Bailey to Harry. Harry's mid-range jumper's no good. Rebounded by Matt. And he finishes. Nice play there by Matt with his first bucket of the game off the offensive glass. And that's Norman with the ball.
See?
Back out to DJ. Three-pointer, no good.
Let's go. Let's go, DME. Let's go. Keep attacking. We got too many people standing around, man. Bad spacing.
Yep. And turnovers lead to easy transition points for A Academy. Take care of the basketball. Nice play there. Inside out. That is a good three-pointer, and it goes in.
I like it. Unselfishness, sharing the ball. I don't know how that happens. You don't communicate who's on the backside.
And Harry comes down with the rebound. Gets it to Scotty. Scotty to Bailey.
This guy's still screaming he's got two. I don't understand how we not find it. Good take.
Matt's got to finish. And a lot of mistakes in this game as Jamie finishes the layup. But I don't like the last couple minutes. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Yes.
You know? No matter what the score is, you always finish the game strong. Keep fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And right there, Scotty's a smaller guard. You can't let him catch the ball in the post. Because there's not much you're going to be able to do.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, what are you going to do? He's bigger, he's stronger. So don't let him get it.
That just comes down to communication. Not talking, saying switch. I need some help.
And Ali knocks it down from the corner. That's his third three of the game. But this game is just about over with about a minute and a half left to go. And look at the not good defense. Defensively, DME has not done well today. Again, giving up about 100 points. And Coach, we talked about this yesterday with your team, how you guys gave up a lot of points, and then today you guys come in and you give up 70. You know, it's a lot easier to win a game when you're only giving up 70 compared to 100.
And that's one thing, like, you know, for me as a coach, I'm always trying to think, not just the 5-minute games, but first the 80. You know, we've played several games this season, and there's only one game where the other team beat us the 80 first and won. No, I'm sorry. Only time we got the 80 first and end up losing that game because the team from Atlanta, what was it called?
ABI.
ABI came back and beat us. That's the only game. But I'm always playing that game in my mind that, hey, if I can get my team to 80 first, if we can hold our opponents to around the 70 and 80 mark, we're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. You know, but here's the thing. It's like you got to inspire these guys to play defense. You know, we spend so much time on working on our offensive craft. We want to come in here and get shots up and everything, but we don't, as an individual, spend enough time taking pride in the little things like defending and getting rebounds. And so,
Definitely.
you know, as a coach, you got to try to figure out ways how to kind of trick the guys, you know, so to speak. Like for me today, it was more so of switching up our defense, playing a little triangle and 2, little box and 1, how to get the ball out of number 3 hands. Because as we saw him yesterday, he was getting off.
Oh, he was cooking.
And so I did not want to see him do that again or even give him the confidence to do that.
Definitely. DME comes up short against Fourier Academy. Player of the game was Sammy, Fourier Academy. He dominated inside, and for DME, Bailey and Jalen had strong performances and good effort and energy from Chris. Thank you guys for watching. This was the 2nd annual Beach and Ball Classic here at DME, and it was an exciting weekend.
It was. Definitely was.
Signing off, Coach. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for having me again, man. I enjoyed working with you anytime, bro.